What's good? So as I was outlining the next videos on my channel, I started getting this really panicky, overwhelming feeling to the point where I was paralyzed and I just didn't want to do anything. Instead of just sitting on the couch and not doing anything, I'm gonna press record and I'm just gonna talk openly. So as I'm looking back on my life, I just realized that there's a pattern of me constantly overthinking. And I always felt like this need to be perfect in everything I do. And I don't know how to fail. That's the whole part of life, right? You're supposed to fail to succeed. And my brain doesn't know how to do that. I have always wanted to get to the next goal. How can I graduate? How can I get this job? When I do this, then I'll be happy. Once you get there, yeah, you're happy. I'm happy. But I always want to get to the next thing. And I never want to celebrate where I'm at and what I've been through to get here. I'm still learning, and all of us are still learning. And we're holding ourselves up to this really high standard that we probably can never reach. And even if we do reach it, it's gonna be a shit show because you didn't even like getting there because everything was so stressful. And then I got to thinking, like, who am I trying to be? And for who am I doing it for? I think that when we have these overwhelming feelings, it's because we're overthinking and trying to be someone that we're not. When you are yourself and say what you want to say without thinking about what other people are going to think of you, you're going to attract the right people into your life. They're just going to understand you. They're going to be magnetically drawn to you based off of what you're saying and how you're acting. When we're overthinking, we're overwhelmed with fear and anxiety. We think about the negatives of life instead of thinking of what life could be. So how do you become yourself? How do you get out of those thoughts that you're having, all the self-doubt that you're having? You do it scared. You just be you. The fear is always going to be there. And I think that's what we have to remember as we're going about life, that the fear, the thoughts are always going to be there. And it's our responsibility to calm those thoughts down, or at least to just take action. That's when we start making big changes in our life. When we're able to just be like, fuck it, dude. I don't care. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna be happy doing it. You can be with me, or you can walk out the door. If you take action every day to be the person that you wanna be, there's no way that you're not gonna become that person. You are that person because you are acting towards that person every day. You know? I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm gonna end this little self-reflection sesh with a quote that I heard on TikTok. Healing is not becoming the best version of yourself. Healing is letting the worst version of yourself be loved. Let's embrace it, guys. Let's heal. Love you. See you next time.